in such a society, but the solution to that is not to withhold all opportunities for wealth. That is, to tell someone trapped in inner city poverty that not only are we not going to provide them with the education and the modeling and the parenting to allow them to escape through means that are accessible to the rest of us, but not only that, we're going to deprive them of sports too, in their interest, because we don't want them to be exploited. It's not something that would be welcomed by people who have no other way of getting out or of making a lot of money. So whether or not it is exploitation, we could argue about whether or not such paternalism, that is, depriving people who are otherwise poor and have no other chance to gain great wealth, whether they would see it as in their interests is debatable. The third or the fourth claim that steroids are unnatural is not exactly a moral claim, but it's another argument made for banning them. And this, as I say, is completely incoherent. And the argument seems here to be that anything that's unnatural is bad and anything that's natural is good. So putting on shoes to run a race is bad, Gatorade is bad, swimsuits are bad, but athletes who run bare feet, nude, and drink only lake water are good, or spring water. I have not heard this argument being made. I don't understand where it comes from, that natural things are somehow good and unnatural things are somehow bad. I don't know anything bad about these unnatural things. I mean, the notion that using a Nautilus machine to train is bad, but lifting rocks would be okay, it would be incoherent. But what is it that a Nautilus machine is very unnatural? But I don't know why that makes it bad. It's just another way of achieving the same end, of trying to get to be bigger and stronger. Marijuana is good, but if we have a factory that can synthesize the ingredients of it, that's bad, I don't get it. In fact, testosterone is the one natural substance in this whole pharmacopoeia, and almost everyone would agree that that would be the worst one that you want anybody to use. It's the most toxic. It's the one that does cause liver cancer. That is, the synthetic anabolic ones are the ones that are safer. So if people are going to take steroids, I don't know of any reason to claim that the natural ones are good and the unnatural ones are bad. So I just don't understand any basis for the claim that natural or unnatural has anything to do with morality, or even why we should necessarily prefer natural. I don't know any particular reason for preferring a nude Olympics. Princeton graduates will appreciate nude Olympics. It's a major event there. But I don't see any reason for thinking that nude Olympics would be somehow more moral than clothed Olympics, or barefoot Olympics would be better than shoed Olympics. The other variation on this natural claim is that sport has an essence, and that steroids interfere with the essence of sport. And the essence is, again, people with their God-given abilities competing against one another. A sport does not have any essence. There is no such thing as sport in the natural universe. Sport is a purely man-made concoction. There's nothing more natural, there's no more natural than Monopoly or Parcheesi. I mean, somebody said they've changed Monopoly and it's no longer Monopoly. It's not real